Okay, good morning. Day 47 of my Heysen adventure. I'm just kind of leaving Wilpena now. It's barely morning, actually, it's close to 10. I enjoyed a big brekkie. So 3 days on the trail to go now. Today looks like being a very nice day. I'll spin the camera around once I see something worth looking at. I'm only going 24 k's or 26 k's or something to Yanyanna Hut today, so it's not too bad. Haven't got a huge distance to cover. That's why I've kind of been pretty relaxed this morning. So yeah, it looks like it's a magic day, blue sky. So I'll catch up with you soon. Okay, I'm leaving the campground at Wilpena. And heading out. This is the last 3 days. Looks like he might walk with me for a while. It's very popular, this there's a camping area there. Very popular. You can see what I mean about the blue sky today too. Back in the pines now. How green is that compared to when I started? What was it, 47 days ago in Cape Jarvis? It looked more like the Flinders Ranges down there. This is beautiful. Even the trees are green. I'm thinking that peak is St Mary's Peak on the edge of the pound, but anyway, I've lost it now. I've walked out into the trees, but yeah. There's a few of those kind of jagged shark tooth peaks around the pound though, so it's a little bit, without breaking out a map, it's a little bit hard to tell. This is so pretty. It's chalk and cheese today compared to the day I rolled into Wilpena. So that's the outside wall of the pound. If I had to guess, and it's just a guess, I'd say that's up there. I think it's called Tandera Saddle, which would make that St Mary's Peak. But I've never actually walked down here, so I'm not 100% sure. If that is the saddle up there, there's a track that drops down the outside through those bands of cliffs. It looks like it could be the spot. I've just gone through the Wilco campground. There's a tank and a toilet there. Not a lot else. View's not bad though. So that's still the side of the pound up there. I'm about to start swinging away from it though. Oh. So the trail today's been shared with the Mawson Trail all the way so far. I've seen a few mountain bikes come through, just people on day rides by the look of it. They had no gear. And I know there's three ladies that have been walking around are in front of me somewhere. They're actually going to try and crash it out in 2 days because they're worried their ride won't be able to get into the northern trailhead. So they're going to try and get there before the rain. But I'm taking the approach of it'll be right, and if it's not, adds to the adventure. If I've got to slosh my way down to Parachilna. It's nice to see a few of these little creeks flowing still. I'm thinking there's going to be water now until I finish for the next couple of days, off and on. So I've swung away from the edge of Wilpena Pound, or the range that runs along the side of Wilpena Pound. I'm going along this fire track now. Eventually, probably another hour and a half, I'll leave it, climb up to a bit of a lookout on a walking track. So that's the next milestone to look forward to. It's actually quite warm today, relatively speaking. It's probably, I don't know, 17 degrees, I guess. So I'm feeling it a little bit today. Doesn't help I've got lazy with all these rest days. So I've left the shared track with the Mawson. Now I'm on some rough single track, climbing up a creek. I'm eventually going to top out on a bit of a lookout here, but it's going to take me half an hour to get up there. So this is the Bunnyroo lookout. I'm heading down there soon. Yanyanna Hut's down there, and that's where I'm camping tonight. But this is one of the last grandstand views I'm going to get. It's pretty sweet. So I just crossed what I think is Bunnyroo Creek. There's no water here, there'll be water down the gorge though. And now I'm pretty well climbing now until I get to the hut. About, probably take me an hour I guess, it won't take me that long. I did, I don't know if I mentioned a lot of the roads have been closed inside the park. I saw some cars in the distance on this Bunnyroo Gorge Road. So it looks like they might have opened the roads today to four-wheel drives anyway. I was kind of hoping they'd stay closed because it means there'd be no one around. But anyway, it's all good. I'll get up to this Yanyanna Hut and check it out, eh? It's pretty amazing, these pines. So many of them. And you break out to a bit of a view. Well, I'm looking into the sun. So this is a narrow little gorge. The sloping rock on both sides doesn't make it particularly easy. I haven't got much further to go, probably another 100 metres and I'll shimmy up the side somewhere, I think. Okay, I might turn this off before I scramble through here. Okay, that's where I've come from. And that hut down in the valley is coming up, is where I'm going to tonight. Okay, so I've arrived at Yanyanna Hut. This is one of your more basic huts. It's no bunks, fireplace is blocked off. It's got a tarp on the floor to knock off the worst of it. So I've got my ground sheet down under my mat. Some camp chairs, they're nice. It'll do for tonight. It's going to be an early night and an early start tomorrow. The problem with this place is it's a little bit close to the road for my enjoyment. The roads have opened again after that rain. So there's a road just on the other side of that stock camp there, like a scenic loop, the one that goes down to Bunnyroo Gorge. So I'm hoping once it gets dark, no one's driving on it. But yeah, I don't like staying in huts too close to the road normally, if I can help it. Got here and the door was open too. So I found a few huts like that on this trip. I'm not sure that some people understand the etiquette with these huts where they should close the door after them so animals can't get in. But anyway, that's the way it goes. It's a sensational afternoon. It's a bit early for me, it's about 4:30, but I'm cooking tea anyway. So this is the old stockyards at Yanyanna Hut. I'd say the hut's an old outstation for one of the homesteads around here. Okay, that's me, day 47 of my Heysen adventure. It's getting close to the end now. That's St Mary's Peak over my left shoulder there in the distance. I'm at Yanyanna Hut, and I think it's going to be a cold night. According to All Trails, I did about 24 Ks, 23 something. I think it turned itself off for a while, so it'd be about 24 Ks, 450 metres climbing, I think. So it's a pretty cruisy day. I didn't leave till 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning. I was here by about 4. I didn't push. Tomorrow I'm going to go a little bit harder. I'm going to try and knock about a 30k day over to Pigeon Bore. The reason is my lift's turning up at lunchtime on Thursday, so I don't want to have if I camp at the old Aruna Hut site or the old Aruna campground or the old Aruna Hut, it's about a 20k day to the end. I'll be pushing to do that by lunchtime, so Pigeon Bore will knock about 5k's off it, make it a little bit easier. That's if you can turn up. The weather's meant to turn again tomorrow night. Tomorrow's meant to be okay, I think. So we'll see. We'll work it out. It's not going to be the end of the world either way. All right. Today was a good day. Mostly kind of wide tracks that shared with the Mawson, but then towards the end of the day I followed a few creek lines and some single tracks, so that was good. All right, and the scenery is just top class. All right, take it easy. See you tomorrow.